Pro boxing fans, we are here in Sheffield. Another GBM show has been concluded. This time, the main event, unfortunately, we see in boxing, head clashes happen, cuts happen. Fortunately for Jack Bateson and Danny Quartermain, that was the result. But what do you make of the card overall?
I love the night. It was another great GBM night. Had a few really standout performances. Had an absolute cracker with Levi Giles and Kez Ashfaq. I thought Ashfaq boxed so well. Probably the best I've seen him as a pro. Giles putting in all the effort. A great fight. And obviously disappointing about what happened with Danny and Jack. I knew as soon as Jack's blood was coming out, I knew that there was no way that fight was going to carry on. And the doctors looked at both of them, and neither of them could fight on. These things happen. Head clashes. Ironically, 2 draws. Who'd have predicted that? But that's boxing for you. But no, I thought it was really good. I thought Niall Berry was in a good little fight. Kieran Malloy boxed well. I thought Ed Hardy might have been the standout performance. But yeah, really good. Another lively GBM night. Great atmosphere. And fantastic. And really good year.
Just 2 questions, because I know you've got to go. February 22nd, the card announced by Turki Al Sheikh and Riyadh season has, in my time looking at that card, it's probably one of the best overall cards from top to bottom. Just give me your thoughts. You've covered many big fights and many big cards. Where does this one rank?
I was talking to Dave Colwell, Danny Flex and other people that have been around for a long time, thinking back to whether there was anything that could match up what we're going to see on February the 22nd. I think the answer is no. There were many Don King bills which were very good. I remember 7 world title fights in Memphis one time, but 1 or 2 of those were pretty one-sided and they didn't have the names. This is an absolutely incredible lineup. It really is. And you've got the likes of Zhilei Zhang and Kabayel and Callum Smith and Boatsi at sort of the bottom end of it. It's a phenomenal show, and I can't wait for it. It's absolutely brilliant, and I'm so glad that Bivol and Matebiev get the rematch on so quickly. I think the Daniel Dubois and Joe Parker fight is a really good fight. I really wanted that to happen. So it's a great card, and it sets up 2025 perfectly.
2 weeks away from the rematch, the big rematch, Oleksandr Usyk, Tyson Fury. Now we're only 2 weeks away, Adam. How do you see this playing out? We've seen pictures of Tyson, we've seen Oleksandr training. What's your brain telling you right now in regards to that fight?
I just can't wait to be there. 2 weeks away. It's strange it's happening so quickly. It seemed like yesterday when Tyson and Oleksandr were in that press conference with the hitman, and I spent a bit of time with Usyk in Spain. I tried to get to see Tyson, but he's closed his doors, so hopefully I'll get a chat to him on the phone in the next couple of days. I've spoken to Sugar Hill. Look, both are going to be in phenomenal condition. Anything can happen in heavyweight boxing. It was a terrific fight first time around. Usyk won it fair and square, and you've got to probably say he's favourite going in because he's proved it once already. Can anyone beat Usyk? He finds a way. He's a magician. He was incredible to be around training-wise. He's training 3 times a day. But Fury's locked everyone away, and that's serious. And he's got the size and he's got the reach. And if he uses it right, he was brilliant in the middle part of the fight, but he didn't get it right at the beginning or the end. So it's round 13. It's a new script. I don't know. Will Fury's legs be okay still? Has he still got it? Usyk, is there any way that he could slightly have slipped? I don't think so. Look, it was a really good fight first time around. I think it's going to be a great fight again. Usyk's the champion, Usyk's the undisputed, or Usyk's the best pound for pound in the world, or whatever he is. Doesn't really matter about the belts. Fury's never lost before. I said it doesn't matter about the belts. Of course, they split a bit with the IBF, but of course there are belts on the line. Fury can become a 3-time heavyweight champion, which is an exclusive club. But he's very good at rematches, and he's very good at getting revenge. He's proved it all his career, but has he still got it at this stage? After the Ngannou performance, nearly got stopped in the 9th round last time. It's a big ask for Tyson Fury, but he's a big guy, and expect the unexpected. But I think Usyk's still a very, very tough man to beat.
Yeah, just quickly on this fight, there's rumours that Tyson's going to come in slightly heavier, and Tony Bellew's had a bit to say about this, and his quotes have been in various publications, and he said he can't afford to let Usyk bully him like he did in the first fight. Did you see that, first of all, and secondly, do you feel like if Tyson does come in heavier, that it plays to his advantages?
I certainly think Tyson will go for the stoppage this time. I think that he'll try and utilise his size. I think he'll do everything he can to try and tire Usyk out in the first 6, 7, 8 rounds. The trouble is if Usyk's still there, then it gets problematic. But I think that's what Tyson's got to do. Can he outbox him at times? I mean, he's got to get his concentration bang on. That's the first thing with Tyson. I think if he comes in a bit heavy, Shane McGuigan was saying to me a couple of days ago that if Tyson comes in heavy, it's the worst possible thing because he won't be able to move as quick and he won't be able to deal with Usyk's footwork. But look, I think Sugar Hill's coming for the knockout. So I think Fury will come in a bit bigger. I think they'll try and utilise that size advantage. They'll normally say a good big guy beats a good little guy, but you know, Usyk's an exceptional little becoming bigger guy, and I was quite impressed with Usyk's size in camp. I think he's going to be more powerful this time, and he still looks pretty quick on his feet. So I don't know, it's a tough fight this for Tyson Fury, but this is when his back's to the wall, when he's up against it, he delivers his best performances. It's just the question of when he can, if he can, at this stage of his career. And if he can, and if he wins it, I mean, it's another remarkable feat for Tyson Fury in his incredible story. And then we go into a trilogy in 25. If Fury loses, I think the Fury-AJ fight happens in the spring, and you know, Usyk goes on maybe to fight Dubois again or whatever. But let's enjoy the 21st. It's a great fight. You know, we can't predict it, and I think Usyk and Fury know how good each other are, and the best guy wins on the night. And at the moment, we don't know who that is.
You can answer this very quickly. Gervonta Davis had the press conference only a few days ago, and he talked about retiring next year. Do you feel like this is a Floyd Mayweather tactic, like what he did and returned against Marquez, or do you feel like he's talking about being in the fast lane, you know, dedicating so much time to boxing that he needs to maybe improve his life elsewhere and maybe get family time? But first of all, can you see his point of view? And secondly, do you feel like this might just be one of the Floyd Mayweather moments where he comes back with a bang?
I can't see Gervonta Davis walking away from boxing. I'm sure he wants the big money, and I'm sure Turki Al-Sheikh wants him in the big fight. So I can't see that happening. But look, I'm not around him. He's a great fighter. We've had a fantastic time with Gervonta. We don't want him to go anywhere, but that's my opinion.
Adam Smith, always a pleasure, sir. Thank you so much, and I'll see you soon.
Cheers.